Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto I.O., the place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is not important, and I'm your host. Let's do it. U.S. regulatory clarity has begun in court after Ripple win CFTC commissioner. Gary Gensler says SEC reaction to Ripple decision is mixed and still under consideration. What does that even mean, Gary? This dude's an idiot. And last but not least, Ripple's CLO says court ruling could encourage banks to adopt XRP. This happens, and you're holding bags of XRP. See you later, bye. To the moon we go. To the market. All right, guys, current market cap sitting at 1.2 trillion. Let me refresh this just to be safe. Yes, 1.2 trillion. Bitcoin dominance slowly ticking down still, 48.5%. ETH dominance 19.0. We've lost a little bit since yesterday. And gas is at a whopping 38. Gwei. Current greed and fear. Fear and greed? Greed and fear. 57. I think we were at 56 yesterday. I don't remember. Not too much changing over here. Current market, in my opinion, is still sideways from yesterday. A little bit of stuff in some deep reds. Solana with a decent pullback after the big run that it just had, so on and so forth. Not too much going on, unfortunately. Chainlink with a little bit of a move, 6.7%. Uni in the same, 6.28. Not a lot. HBAR with a 4. Lido Dow down 3.36. Yeah, reds and greens across the board. Again, nothing huge. Nothing crazy comparing it to what happened with the XRP decision last week. Looking for any like big moves. There's an 8.5 down from Terra Classic, but that's crap anyways, so who cares? SWE made some moves, 8.78% on the day. Not bad if you were in that. Congratulations. Oof. 1 inch. 1 inch pumped, and then it tanked. 23% on the week, and then it dumped 18.38. Anybody know what is going on with 1 inch? Let me know. I haven't seen it in the news or anything, so maybe I'm missing something. Yep, that's it, guys. On to Bitcoin. Okay, so here's what happened yesterday. We broke 30, went down to 29.8ish. And then got bought back up. Is this bearish? Kinda. Not anything that's super significant in my opinion. I wouldn't get too freaked out yet. I wouldn't start running for the hills and selling everything I owned. Reality is we did the exact same thing here. Dipped, got bought back up, got back into the basically the sideways momentum we've had for quite some time. Did the same thing here. Did it here, and we're doing it again. Okay. Now, again, you guys hear me say this all the time. Be prepared for the downsides. Be prepared for the upside movements, no matter what. Don't ever have chart bias, thinking that just because you're looking at a chart, it's going to go one direction, and that direction is the way you want it to go. Just be prepared for every move, whether it be an up or a down move. My opinion is we're still in this sideways momentum. Could we break? Absolutely. I would say if we get down to this 29.3 and we don't get bought back up, that would be definitely time for concern. The lowest pullback is right around 29.5, so I would use this 29.3 as my basically my last resort for support. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Outside of that, we could probably there's a good potential that we're going to do exactly what we did right here, right? We're going to get back up, get back into the 30K, move sideways, and then coming into the weekend, we're going to push back up again. Yeah. It's sad, and I'm sorry, and it's boring, guys. There's just not a lot going on with Bitcoin. The price action is very weird looking, I'll tell you that, with all these giant wicks. It looks very manipulated. The question is why? Why, if it is manipulated, what are they trying to do with this sideways momentum? And I don't know. I'm not smart enough. Again, this isn't financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not even a good trader. Don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But with that being said, nothing's really changed. Let me look at the daily just for shits and gigs. This is kind of where I'm paying attention to everything right now, for the most part. I've said this for going on 3 weeks now, a month now, something like that. If we don't get at least a couple of daily closes, candle closes above this 30,800 level, we're going to continue to range or go down. That is what I've said for the last 3 weeks. It has held true. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, outside of that, guys, let's look at XRP real quick just for fun. I moved some trend lines around to try and build some kind of case for what I'm seeing. So go to the, I think it was 4 hour. Yeah. Oh, and we're breaking out. Okay. So if you remember on the 1 hour, I had this pennant / flag that we broke down from. We got caught by this bottom trend line that we've been riding, and it is kind of a bigger bullish pennant or bullish flag, whichever you want to call it. And as of right now, we're literally breaking out of it, which is intriguing that here on the show, before I post this video, of course, we're starting to break out of this. So the question is, will this candle hold? And we'll all be late to it, so it won't matter. So by the time I post this video, it sucks, man. By the time I post this video, we'll see hopefully we'll see what it has done. And we'll see if my prediction is correct. When I started drawing this chart, we were probably right about here. I started drawing this thing like last night, and I was going to talk about it this morning, but now it's moving. And it looks like we might be getting a breakout. So let's see what happens. Guys, outside of that, that's all I got for the charts today. There isn't too much going on. Let me look at Ethereum just for shits and gigs. Yeah, Ethereum got crushed, man. Yeah, I mean, getting down to that 1862 support. Yeah, guys, not a lot going on. I'm sorry. Let's see if XRP will make some moves back up to 80, 90 to $1 maybe. Fingers crossed, right? All right, let's move on. On to the news. U.S. regulatory clarity has begun in court after Ripple wins CFTC commissioner. CFTC Commissioner Caroline Pham says recent court opinions around digital assets and securities are a first step to crypto regulatory clarity. We shall see. Caroline Pham, one of 5 commissioners of the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, believes the path to United States crypto regulatory clarity has been laid out following Ripple's partial victory. Speaking on Bloomberg TV on July 17th, Commissioner Pham said recent big court decisions regarding the classification of crypto assets will eventually lead to regulatory clarity. You know, last year, I said that we are going to see regulatory clarity first in the courts around the definition of security, of a security, and I think we've seen that with some very big court opinions that have been released. Pham said she was looking forward to participating in regulatory working groups and hoped other United States regulators, such, I'm showing my age, I'm sorry, such as the Securities and Exchange Commission would work together to come up with a holistic approach to crypto regulation. Pham's comments come a few days after San Francisco fintech firm Ripple won a key partial victory in an ongoing court battle in which the SEC accused it of selling unregistered securities. We all know this. Judge Annalisa Torres of the Southern District of New York ruled on July 14th that XRP was not a security when sold to retail investors on digital asset exchanges. We know this. The ruling was not well received by the SEC, you fucking think, by the SEC chair Gary Gensler. The turd got his Pepe stepped on, who called it disappointing at a July 17 press conference. Gensler has previously suggested that every digital asset aside from Bitcoin is a security, though his agency has not gone as far as to say the same. This dude is weird. I don't know how to handle this anymore. He's like a kid throwing a fit, but he's never come out and given us any any kind of like hardcore evidence of why he feels the way he does about certain things. Commissioner Pham also highlighted the importance of real-world asset tokenization. She said there were real opportunities to modernize financial markets through the tokenization of money market funds on the blockchain. Traditional finance companies have been increasing their engagement with real-world asset protocols, resulting in several RWAs outperforming DeFi assets recently. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. We're just going to move on to this numbskull. Literally, the Mr. Burns of the real world. Chair Gensler says SEC reaction to Ripple decision is mixed. It's still under consideration. Gensler was asked about the Ripple decision twice shortly after the ruling, and his main message was that he would rather not talk about it. This dude is literally going to go back to his house, take off all of his clothes, get a gallon of ice cream, and sit in front of a mirror and eat his ice cream and cry. This is what he's doing. United States Securities and Exchange Commissioner Chair Gary Gensler has commented publicly about last week's ruling on the agency's suit against Ripple. Gensler gave a talk on artificial intelligence at the National Press Club on July 17th and was asked about the ruling during the question and answer period after. Does ruling affect his stance on cryptocurrency, and does it inject urgency into the need for federal legislation to clarify regulatory oversight of this industry? He was asked. Gensler replied, "We are pleased from that decision, recognizing the importance of protecting investors, institutional investors, and the court movement in regard to fair notice. And while disappointed by what they said about retail investors, we are still looking at it and assessing that opinion." I don't even know what that means. That sounded like a bunch of word salad. Unsurprisingly, the topic also arose later in the day when Gensler spoke to Yahoo Finance. Gensler largely repeated himself, saying, "We are pleased that the court addressed that a token for institutional investors is a security. Disappointed in the other aspect about retail investors." What does that mean? We are still taking a look at that and considering it. What, you're plotting? Look, no, like this is what kills me about these guys. First of all, these are unelected officials. You guys have heard me say this a million times. Who holding Ripple right now wants the SEC to step in? I'll wait. Oh, that's right. Nobody. No retail investor who is holding XRP wants the SEC involved. So what does this turd bucket mean when he says we are disappointed in the other aspect about retail investors? Listen, asshat, we're fine. Like, leave us alone. We're fine. No one in the XRP army right now is begging you to come save them. Get the F out of here, man. This dude is, these people are creepy. Like, we don't even, Gary, hop on Twitter and just read some tweets. Nobody wants you here. Nobody. No retail investor in this space wants you here. So either you're blind or you're choosing to ignore it and act like you're here for us. We didn't vote for you, and we're definitely being very vocal about how much we don't want you here. So, yeah. I hope that makes sense. The point I'm getting at with my rambling is that these people are literally crazy. They're power hungry, crazy people. Because the people that they're supposed to be quote unquote protecting, the people that they keep using references saying that they're here for, are the same people that are going, "We don't want you here." It's an absolute charade, and it's insane. Okay, moving on. Last little paragraph we got going on. We'll get you guys out of here, hopefully. A lot of crypto exchanges feel like this was a real win for them and are relisting XRP. Interviewer Jennifer Schoenberger told him, "Could the decision set a precedent? You're asking good questions," Gensler replied, before declining to answer, citing ongoing litigation. What a fool. I actually want to go watch this. Unfortunately, for some reason, when I play videos, when I'm screen recording, the audio doesn't come through. I don't know why. I'm not that smart. So I'm not going to play it, but I want to go back and check this out. But he did say that these crypto platforms are commingling a number of services that we would not allow in any other parts of our capital markets. That's fine. Kick rocks. go enjoy your traditional capital markets. Does it make him reconsider writing customized rules for crypto? He was asked. It's too early. This was like 3 business days ago, he added. But I would note the agency has rules on the books right now about what it means to be a securities exchange. Gensler was asked about proposed Republican legislation that would create a decentralized test for crypto assets. He replied, "I'm going to save our comment on any draft legislation for members of Congress who ask us directly." This dude is trash. Gensler said Satoshi Nakamoto... Wow, I slaughtered that. Gensler said Satoshi Nakamoto, whoever she was... She, huh? Interesting. Wrote a paper about... I mean, I'm not assuming it's a man or a woman. I think it's that you usually hear people refer to it as a man. It's an interesting caveat right there. Wrote a paper about moving value around on the internet without intermediaries. But the industry shows centralization in many places. This is not a field that is immune to the economics of finance, he concluded. Dude, just leave us alone, man. That's all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. Sorry for slaughtering and rambling too much on that article. Ripple CLO says court ruling could encourage banks to adopt XRP. A July 13th court ruling in Ripple's legal battle with the SEC suggests XRP may not necessarily be a security, a decision that has already made significant waves in the space. Yeah, how old is this article? 18 hours ago? Weird. Stu Alderati, Chief Legal Officer of Ripple Labs, has reportedly said United States-based banks may turn to XRP for cross-border transactions following a recent court ruling. This would be a damn landslide. Again, whether you are for the banks or not, I'm definitely not, but I'm also going to make as much damn money as I can off their backs. And if they go this route, it's looking real good for people who are holding XRP. I just hope that you take profit and get the shit out. That's my own opinion. According to a July 17th CNBC report, Alderati expressed confidence that U.S. banks and financial institutions could begin exploring XRP for use in cross-border payments. The Ripple chief legal officer reportedly made the statement less than 24 hours after a federal judge in the firm's case against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission ruled the XRP token was not necessarily a security. I love all these new little words that are popping in. Not necessarily. Partial win. Things like that. When the news came out, everyone was saying it was a full-blown see you later bye win. Quote unquote, I think we are hopeful that this decision would give financial institution customers or potential customers the comfort to at least come in and start having the conversation about what problems they are experiencing in their business. Real world problems in terms of moving value across borders without incurring obscene fees, said Alderati on July 14th. Hopefully this quarter will generate a lot of conversations in the United States with customers, and hopefully some of those conversations will actually turn into real business. Though Ripple's legal battle with the SEC, first brought in December of 2020, is not yet over, the ruling on XRP has already made significant waves in crypto space. Many U.S. exchanges have announced they would relist the token for trading or would explore doing so for the first time in more than 2 years, and some lawmakers have reiterated calls for regulatory clarity. With the label of security seemingly no longer hanging over XRP, partnerships between Ripple and banks demanded by the SEC lawsuit could find new life. Bank of America had been eyeing the blockchain firm in 2019, and American Express first partnered with Ripple starting in 2017. At the time of publication, the XRP price, blah, 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 is 74, and we're at 75.9 right now as we speak, having increased by more than 50% court ruling. The token became the 4th largest cryptocurrency, blah, blah, blah. We all know this. We cover this. We might be getting we might be getting a breakout, guys. Yeah. But that's all I've got, guys. Keep an eye on this potential XRP 4-hour bull pennant. This might be the breakout. Or we might break back down into the pattern. Keep your eye on it. Let's look at Bitcoin one last time before we get out of here. Yeah, back up in 30, just barely holding 30. That's it, guys. That's all I've got for you this morning. Guys, per usual, if you enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning, Monday through Friday, please, by all means, subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for notifications so you know when I do post a video. please watch the videos, like the videos, and share the videos on all of your social platforms. Help us grow. I'm assuming some of you have been doing that because we have definitely jumped up. We've ticked up probably about 20 new subscribers in the last week, and I appreciate it immensely. Let's get more awareness to the crypto space. Outside of that, guys, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. I am out of here.